when I rap my reality. So when I say some shit, it's because it's the reality. This is beyond the scope of hip hop, because when I'm saying this, I'm willing to die behind that shit. Because I've already calculated myself in this point of view and where I'm at. So I don't look at it as just me on a record dissing somebody. I look at it like, fuck you. For real, fuck you. So that's why I said what I said, about that record. I have to delve inside of myself, because when I get to that point, I know I'm on an irrational way of thinking. Because when I'm at this point, I realize that I don't have my emotions in check and I don't have my thinking in check, because I'm willing to go to any length behind this shit, this record. So that's why I say when I look back at that shit, I'm like, damn, Black, that wasn't cool. You don't move like that. We playing motherfucking chess, not checkers. You got something, when you see the nigga, you speak to the nigga, you and this nigga talk together. Whether you like it or he like it or whatever happened from that, then we did it as men, not with the thing that pays us, not the thing that supports our family, not something that we grew up loving and doing. This is to make people see and look at life. This is a place and a platform for us to express ourselves, who we are, what we've been through in our experiences. To now, I'm using this platform in a negative form to spew at my enemies. I mean, with that 2004 album, man, I was in a way better place mentally, and it was just a lot of good producers. Like I told you, that I vibe with. When I did God Bless the Child, that's with one producer, me in there, just cutting records, just really going through the motions. It's a difference whenever there's a vibe, a great vibe there.
Was that vibe a result of being signed to Virgin, or just the people you were just meeting at the time?
I think it was it was a culmination of being signed to Virgin. It was a culmination of having good management. It was a culmination of me being in a financial place that I felt secure. It was in that you add to the aspect of a lot of good fucking production on top of that, and a lot of good producers that were able to be real with me and critique the shit like, hey, you might need to go back there and re-kick that verse. I never forget, I was doing a song with Nate Dogg. And I must have made a verse, and they was like, no, nigga, you gotta come hard, homie. Fuck that, homie. You gotta come off. You gotta come off. We sitting in there, Nate Dogg eating chicken and shit. He like, no, nigga, you gotta come. I had to go rewrite my shit like 3 times. But I never had, the nigga looked me dead square in the eye on some G shit and was like, hey, homie, I'm getting on this record, homie. No. He rejected my motherfucking deposit. And I had to go back and rewrite that shit and make that shit hard. Real shit. Like, yeah, Nate was like, people just think that no, man, that dude was really embedded in his craft, man. He really loved that shit, bro. And so when that nigga told me, like, no, nigga, you gotta come hard, homie. You gotta come hard. He stood over me. He was like, nigga, you gotta come off. This shit gotta be crazy. I don't know, that shit just made me feel like I needed to step my shit. This Nate Dogg, nigga, wait the fuck up, nigga. Hold on, I don't give a fuck if I gotta write a whole notebook full of shit. I'm finna come off, yeah.
So you didn't really have that on the second album. Who were you signed to on the second album, and who do you blame?
I don't blame anyone. I just think that more, like I said, I was going through the motions. I don't blame. If anything, I blame myself. I don't outwardly project shit, because at the end of the day, I try to look at shit in the mirror, homie. And that's the thing, as people, we don't live life in the mirror, so we can't really see ourselves in it. If we put that mirror up to us, then we get to see ourselves. I don't like, oh, it's his fault, it's this. And no. That was all me. I dropped the ball, I fucked that up.
Now, did you move away from the music a little bit after the 07?
Yeah.
What was going on from 07 for the next 2 or 3 years?
Man, I was just, going through the motions. I had opened up a barbershop there in Hawthorne and on Rosecrans and Prairie. And, I just kind of like settled in a little bit. My son was born, Zion, in 06. And, me and my wife, we just kind of settled and fell back, that was my place of peace. That was my serenity. You know, the shop, my wife, my baby. So it just gave me, you know, a whole new aspect, a whole new retrospect of looking at things. And I've been through so much in the music. So at this time, my brother, he out there, he bubbling, he popping, he got it cracked. So now it's back to, you know, round 2, here we go. And so running behind him and his shit and him working hard and, you know, just seeing him go through a lot of the same shit. And, you know, it's a grind, man. And he really grinded his ass off. So that's where I was at mentally, man. That's where I was at. I was in a lot better space, you know, because of a lot of the shit, you know, even though it's good, it's a lot of good people that I was working with, but then there's a lot of, sometimes there could be negative energy in people who really, they see you in a position, one in which they want, or one in which they attain to having, or envy. These are, people say, yeah, no, you know, hate, jealousy, all of these things are natural human traits that we have. We may say, no, I'm not that. You're fucking human, nigga. You're a human being. So we all go through it, not just I, but we. And so sometimes that creates negative energy. So after a while, when we're doing something for a while and we're doing this at the heights that I was doing it, sometimes we run out of energy too. And you get tired of the bullshit too. Whenever, you know, I'm used to the old school way of doing certain things and, you know, taking on this whole new industry and doing things in a whole different light. So I think that it gave me a good time to really space myself out, look at shit, look at my family, be with my family. Because I had just been on the road for damn near a year straight. I lived out a motherfucking suitcase. Just wake up in one city, I wake up in Philly, I wake up in Virginia, wake up I'm in Houston, wake up I'm in Chicago, wake up again I'm in Columbus, Ohio, wake up again, I'm in Colorado, wake up again, so yeah.
So you purchased your barbershop as an investment, and you made a lot of money, especially off your first album with the advancing and touring. How would you look at how you treated your money back then as a younger person in terms of investments? What grade do you give yourself? Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.